Hey everyone, it's Natasha Hamilton, your Thornhill real estate expert with eXp Realty, and today we're diving into something every Thornhill homeowner needs to understand before selling: how to sell fast in one of the most competitive markets in the GTA. Thornhill is unique, and so is the strategy. So let's get into it. Selling in Thornhill isn't the same as selling in a typical suburban neighborhood. This market is pocket driven, lifestyle driven, and extremely selective. So buyers here compare Thornhill to North York, Vaughan, Richmond Hill, and they come prepared. So homes don't just need to be listed, they need to be positioned. So this video walks you through everything you need to sell quickly, confidently, and for the strongest results. So why is Thornhill such a competitive place to sell? So first, the variety of home types attracts totally different buyers. You have condos, towns, older detached, and luxury. Second, buyers have options in multiple neighboring markets, so your home has to stand out. And third, Thornhill's micro pockets change fast. So one street can outperform the next based on schools, walkability, or even the feel of the block. So understanding this is a step one to selling fast. Today's Thornhill buyer is very different than the buyer from 5 to 10 years ago. So nowadays they're value driven, they compare options, they track market trends daily, and they won't rush into anything unless the home feels right and the price makes sense. So this is why presentation and pricing needs to work together. I can't stress that enough. Buyers here are very intentional. So to sell quickly in Thornhill, you need three things working together. First, preparation, so making sure the home is physically ready. Presentation, making the home look and feel absolutely irresistible. And positioning, so pricing, timing, and marketing. When these three align, you create urgency. And in real estate, urgency is everything. Let's start with preparation. So before photos, before marketing, and before anything, your home needs to feel cared for. This includes repairs, fresh paint, decluttering, updating lighting, improving curb appeal, and even a good deep clean. Thornhill homes are older, which is great for character and lot size, but it means condition is noticed right away. The good news is you don't need a full renovation to make an impact. So quick wins include modern paint, updated cabinet hardware, replacing tired light fixtures, clean landscaping, and repairing the small things like trim and doors. These little changes make the home feel newer and fresher, and buyers absolutely notice this. Next is presentation, and this is where Thornhill homes either shine or stall. So buyers expect bright, clean stage spaces that feel modern and move-in ready. Thornhill has a lot of older homes, so presentation bridges the gap between traditional layouts and modern expectations. So a home that feels good emotionally sells faster, and it's as simple as that. Staging is incredibly powerful here. It highlights the lifestyle, it helps buyers imagine themselves living in the home, and it makes the space feel bigger, brighter, and more functional. Staged homes sell faster and for more money, especially in Thornhill's selective market. The four most important rooms to stage in Thornhill are the main living room area, the kitchen, the primary bedroom, and the dining room. These rooms shape the buyer's whole emotional experience. If they feel warm, inviting, and more move in ready, buyers get excited, and that's what leads to stronger offers. Now let's talk about positioning. So, pricing isn't guesswork, it's actually a strategy, um, especially in Thornhill. So if you overprice, buyers immediately skip your listing. Simple as that. If you underprice, you leave money on the table. So the right price creates energy, interest, and competition. So this is why positioning is so critical. So smart pricing means understanding recent sales, your micro pocket, renovation level, lot size, walkability, and understanding what buyers are actively searching for. Thornhill isn't one big market, it's many small ones, and pricing must reflect reality. Timing plays a huge role in selling quickly. So, peak months in Thornhill are spring to April through to June and early fall. And the slower months are December through February, simply due to seasonality and all the snow that we get. But here's the important part: if you must list in the slower months, exceptional presentation helps you stand out even more. Now let's talk marketing. So Thornhill buyers aren't just local, they're coming from North York, Richmond Hill, Vaughan, Markham, and beyond. So your listing needs high quality photography, thematic video, virtual tour, lifestyle showcasing, and digital targeting that reaches all of these buyer groups. Your home must compete across multiple neighborhoods, not just Thornhill. So in Thornhill, lifestyle is everything. Yes, house matters, but so does the walkability, parks, transit, schools, community feel, shopping, accessibility. When buyers can imagine their routine here, their commute and their evenings and their weekends, then they fall in love a lot faster. Most Thornhill buyers don't currently live in Thornhill. They're relocating from North York, upgrading from Vaughan or Markham, or moving from condos into their first family home. So, this is why targeted marketing matters. You have to reach the buyers where they are and not where you assume they are. So if a Thornhill home isn't selling, it's usually due to one of these red flags. So it's either overpriced, poorly lit, cluttered, badly photographed, limited showings, or weak marketing. So Thornhill buyers are extremely selective, and if something feels off, they move on fast. Now, on the flip side, the Thornhill homes that sell fast, they actually share a pattern. So they're clean, they're staged, priced properly, they're beautifully presented, easy to show, and they are marketed aggressively. When a home hits that sweet spot, buyers act quickly and confidently. So now the big question. So what would your Thornhill home sell for? So every home here is different. Even homes on the same street can vary by hundreds of thousands depending on upgrades, condition, the layout, and recent demand. So a Pocket Pacific valuation is the only accurate way to know. So if you're thinking about selling, downsizing, or you just want a clear understanding of your home's value, I'm here to help. So you can reach me anytime. Here's my contact information on this screen as well as in the description below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so that way you are notified of all the updates that I do for Thornhill. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this guide helped you feel more confident about selling in Thornhill's high competitive market. I'm Natasha Hamilton with eXp Realty, and I'll see you in the next video.